Hi coaches, welcome to day 10, and I am really excited to go over these notes that I have for you because I ask that you take notes and that you pause this and think about what we're doing here and how we go about doing it. So we're going to jump right in. How to explain coaching to a family or friend or an acquaintance that you've just met on social media. I know that it can seem scary and that it can seem hard, but the best part of this is that if you love it and you love the products and you've gotten good results, other people will too. And that is something that you can be confident in and that you can be excited about and that you can, move that conversation into that. And I will give you some things that you can say and that you can take notes on this. I will also post this have this posted in our important info group. As well as some other things that I'm going to have in here. So first of all, if they are really ready to hear it and that you have done the forming and you're starting in with the messaging, that you ask them about getting on the phone with you, about taking the, if you're having this really good conversation with them and they're messaging back and forth with you, you might just say, hey, do you have a minute to talk with me? I'd really like to ask you something. And hopefully they'll get on the phone with you and you can start chatting a little bit about the business. And I usually share my why. And, my why usually makes me choked up because, like I told you, your why should make you cry. So there is a little bit of emotion in there. And, talking to them, if you've already known why you've even asked them about coaching, that's really important to bring that up for them and how that has helped you and how it can help them. So getting them on the phone. Number 2, ask them in a message if they would like to watch a video about coaching and to set up a time to talk with you afterwards. So if you've worked the conversation into that, I usually say, if you've said, have you ever thought about doing what I do? Then you can move that conversation into saying, I have these videos that you can watch that explain it. And I usually have 3 videos that I send to people because, and not that they have to watch all of them. I actually explain what it is. But, Facebook has the voice messenger that you can do. And sometimes after I send the videos, I usually send them a voice message or I type it out. And I say, the first video is really fun and upbeat, and it gives you just a glimpse of what coaching is, and the second video gives you the nitty-gritty. And so if you like the first video, then move on to the second video. And then I also send them the Shakeology video because it's 7 minutes of heaven. And if they're going to be a coach, an active coach, and they're doing this to get their health and fitness results, and they're getting and to stay healthy and to stay fit, then it will be really important to them to stay on Shakeology. If they're business builders and they're wanting to grow their business, then it's really important that they stay on Shakeology because we are a product of the product. So staying on Shakeology is important. So I send the 3 videos that I have in the important info group in the file section. I also have a little bit of information there that has all the details of being a coach in that. So then when you get on the phone and talk to them, this is after they've watched the videos. If you haven't already been on the phone with them or they haven't shared a lot of personal information with you, you can share your why just a little bit and then ask them what their why is, because why would this benefit them? Briefly go over that with them because you don't want to be on the phone for 2 hours. I mean, you might if you enjoy it and you'd get a really good idea if it would fit them. But I usually use the 5-step process of talking to them about, how much they'd be willing to commit to this, what they liked about the videos, what they could see themselves doing in this business, and how they could make that fun for them. So think about, really keeping that in your head and keeping that in front of you, printing off those notes so that you don't feel lost when you're talking to them. So you sound like a professional, because when you're an entrepreneur and you have a home business, you are a professional. And if you care about this and you care about adding professionals to your team and people that care about creating health in their life and creating health in their family and, sharing that with their friends and family, you want to see, if they see the value in that. So having a purposeful phone call means a lot in this. So, don't be afraid to ask people to join this business with you. The worst thing that they can say is no, and you might get no a whole lot. But no is usually temporary, because once they see you being successful and they see you growing, then that no might turn into something else later, and that's kind of a blessing. I believe the timing is right for every coach when they sign up. That you can spend time begging your friends and family to do this, and it's not always the best thing to do that. So once they see you on board and they see you being consistent, they're more than likely going to join you at some point, because they love you and they care about you. And if you're getting good results and they see that, and they see you growing as a person, they see you being positive and healthy and encouraging, and that is contagious, and people want that. You hope that people want that. So, show that part of yourself to them, and don't come across desperate, because you want people that want this with you, and you want people that would enjoy this. Don't ever feel like you have to beg someone to do this. It won't benefit them, and it won't benefit you. And you want to work with people that enjoy this, and you want to have the least amount of negativity on your team as possible, and you want people that are willing to work their butt off to help their own journey and to help other people with their journeys, financially and in their health goals. So get started today. If you love it, share it with people and have fun doing it, and be positive and happy and excited, on the right scale, and you will get the right people to join you. Post your questions and maybe talk to your coach a little bit more, but be sure you go in the important group and download the videos and save them to your phone. I usually put them in my notes section. I usually I have the 5 questions, that I can talk to people. And if I'm talking to them on my phone, I put it on the speaker and I ask them the questions. I typically have them memorized now. But, as you're getting used to it, just make a habit of getting yourself like you're doing a job interview. And so get started today and have fun with it. All right, guys. Bye.